Happy Advent! I am here to take you through the steps for the stained glass angel or candle craft. So find the bag that has the materials for these crafts and let's do it. You should have in your bag, first you should have a template that looks like this for the angel and this for the candle. You should also have one piece of black construction paper and two clear sheets of contact paper. And also you should have a bunch of these really pretty colorful tissue paper squares, all different colors. So in addition to this, you will need a pair of scissors. I have my Santa scissors. And a pencil or a white crayon would work well, or even a marker. So we'll need that to draw the stencil. All right, so the first thing you need to do is you need to make a big decision. Do you want to make an angel or do you want to make a candle? The candle's a little bit simpler, especially when you cut out the template. The angel's a little bit more difficult to cut out, but they both come out beautiful and you can do either one. So when you've decided which one you want to make, the first thing you want to do is you want to cut out your template. All right, so if you're doing the angel, you want to cut carefully around the outside of the whole thing, and then you want to cut out these pieces in the middle. See this big piece here? You want to cut that out. You want to cut out this piece in the wing, and this piece in the wing, and then this little part of the halo. Don't cut her face. All right, we're going to leave that black. Okay, so you might want to have a parent help you with that, or just do it yourself and do it slowly. So, and here's a little hint: to get these inside parts cut out, all right, you can either gently poke the scissor through the middle, or sometimes it's easier if you just bend it a little bit and snip it right here with the scissor. Then that gives you a little hole to put your scissor in and start cutting. So when you've got it all cut out, it's going to look like this. All right, so see the parts that you're going to cut out? The middle of her dress, the middle of her wings, and the middle of her halo. All right? So if you're going to do the angel, you can pause the video right here and cut that out. If you want to do the candle, that's a little easier. You're going to cut around the outside of the candle, and then you only have two parts that you need to cut out. The big inside rectangle and a little part of the inside flame, the oval. So again, if you want to, and I'll show you on this one, if you want to cut out the center part, you just fold it and make a little snip like this, and then you can stick your scissors in there and you can cut carefully out the middle. All right, like that. You can cut the whole thing out so that when you're done, your candle cutout will look like this. Right, so you cut out the rectangle and the oval. All right, so whichever one you want to take, whichever one you're going to do, you want to take it and you want to put it on your black piece of construction paper. Now, if you're using the angel, it doesn't really matter what side you put up, because you'll be able to see it. If you're doing the candle, it would be a lot easier if you turn it over so that the white side is faced up, because then you can see it better. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to take a pencil, or a white crayon would show up really well, or maybe a marker, and you're going to trace around the outside of the candle and the inside where the holes are. So I'm actually going to do that. I have a scrap piece of black paper here because I've already made one of these. So I'm going to put my, it also helps if you have the candle, if you line it up right along the edges, then you don't have to cut so much. So see how I lined mine up right along the edges here. So then you're going to hold it down, and you might want to tape the candle down a little bit onto the black paper, just in a few places, or just hold it down while you draw around it so it doesn't slip. And again, you might want to get an adult to help you with this, or an older brother or sister, or you might be able to do it yourself. So you're just going to draw along the outside of the candle, and then you're going to draw on the inside of the flame, trace that oval, and then you're going to trace the inside of the rectangle. Again, make sure you're holding the candle down so it doesn't slip as you're drawing. And if it slips, then you can line it back up again and continue. So I've just about got mine drawn here. If I finish before you, you can always stop the video and turn it back on when you are ready for the next step. All right, so I've got my candle. I don't think you're gonna be able to see it in the video. Oh, maybe you will. I've got my outline all drawn here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut around the outside first. And you want to be pretty careful. It doesn't matter if you can still see the pencil marks, because that'll be the back of our project. So cut on the outside of the pencil marks so you leave it nice and wide. And like I said, don't worry about seeing the pencil marks, or the crayon, or chalk works well too if you on black paper, if you have a piece of chalk. All right, so I've cut out my candle, but now I need to cut out the inside pieces. So I'm going to gently poke through the candle here, and again, have an adult help you with this, or you can fold it a little bit and snip it, and that will give you something to put your scissor in. So you want to carefully cut on the inside of that rectangle. Again, cut just to the inside of the pencil mark so you leave a nice wide border to the candle. All right. And then when you're done, you can throw away or recycle the inside piece. And then just take a look, and you might want to trim up a few places. Like I missed a corner here, so I'm just going to trim my corner so it's a little more of a right angle. Take that little piece out like that. And then I have to do my flame, so I'm going to cut that inside oval out. And again, if you're doing the angel, you're going to do the same things. You're just cutting out the inside of the angel rather than the candle. And you'll have 4 parts to cut out rather than 2. All right. And again, I just recycle or throw away my inner part. And I think it looks pretty good. All right, so this is going to be the outside of your candle. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take one of these clear sheets, and you'll notice that at one end of them you can see that you can start to peel it. So lay it flat on your table, and then from one corner carefully peel back the cover. And you can feel underneath it's all sticky. That's good. All right, so you're going to peel off this, and you can throw this away. All right, so now you have a sticky piece face up on your table. So you're going to take your candle and put it so that you can see the pencil marks. So you want the pencil marks facing up, because this is going to be the back of your candle that we're working on. So you're going to lay that right in the middle of your sticky sheet. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be straight or whatever. Just lay it and then gently press it down so it's good and stuck on that sticky sheet. All right, so when you're all done, it'll look like this. So you have your candle or your angel on your sticky sheet. All right, so now here comes the fun part. All right, now we're going to take all those beautiful squares and we're going to put them all over the inside of our candle. Now, it doesn't matter if they come outside the lines a little bit because you're going to trim it at the end. But you want to try and fill this whole spot inside here and the whole spot inside the flame. So, let's see. I'm going to take, and you can do any colors you want. Now these little squares kind of stick together a lot, so you want to make sure that you only have one, because the thinner it is, the more the light will shine through and make it look like stained glass. So I'm going to take that and I'm just going to put it right down here in the corner. And I'm going to smooth it out a little bit so it's nice and stuck. And I'm going to do that with some other colors. I'll take one like this. And what you want to do when you're doing this, let me lay a few of them down, is you want to overlap them a bit. Put them a little bit on top of each other. See what I did here? So that when the light shines through, you're going to get a nice effect of all different kinds of colors coming through. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. So you can just overlap them in all sorts of ways. And you want to cover all of the clear section inside the candle. So why don't we go ahead and do that together. Any colors that you want, in any order that you want to do it. I'm going to pick a dark green one here and just stick it up in the corner. And how about a bright orange? I'm going to stick that overlapping my green one. And you can pick any colors you want in any order you want them. Just remember to try and get only one. Oh, I just got two squares. So once you get stuck, sometimes you can tell when there's an extra square hanging on there. All right. And how about a darker orange here? So if you're doing this with us on the 29th, it's the first Sunday in Advent. Does anybody know what Advent means? What does the word Advent mean? Yeah, it means coming. It means something is coming. Advent means something important or someone important is coming. And who do you know that is coming soon that's important? That's right, baby Jesus. Jesus is going to be born in a little less than a month. And that's what we're celebrating. That's what we celebrate at Christmas. And Advent is the time that we celebrate and we look forward to the coming of baby Jesus. How are your candles or angels coming there? Let's see, I think I want to get a, what color do I need here? I haven't done a pink lately. I'm going to put a pink over here. Does anybody like to sing Christmas songs? I love to sing Christmas carols. What's your favorite Christmas carol? I like Silent Night. I like them all. But Silent Night's one of my favorites, and Oh Holy Night's another one of my favorites. But I also like the fun ones like Jingle Bells. Anybody like Jingle Bells? Want to sing Jingle Bells with me? Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ho, 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 bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, everybody together. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh my goodness, I got so excited. I started coughing. All right. Get a little water here. How are your candles coming and your angels? There's mine. Starting to fill it all in. Almost done with the main part. All right. What other songs do you like? How about Deck the Halls? Since we're making decorations, you want to sing Deck the Halls with me? Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. All right, almost done filling in all my sections. And if you want, if you only have a little piece to fill in, you can trim one of your squares if you want and cut it in half to fill in a smaller section if you need to. Let's see. All right, I've got the whole middle section of my candle filled up. Now I'm going to do the flame. And again, don't worry if it overlaps. Let's put a little bit of orange there. And I'm going to put a little yellow. You can do any colors you'd like. All right, so when you have all of the squares on that you want to put on, like that, you can turn it over and you can see what it's going to look like. All right, but we're not done yet. So put it back down with the sticky side up, and then you need to take your other clear sheet, right, and again, find the peely end, and you're going to carefully peel the protective cover off. You can throw away that part. So now you have your sticky sheet, and here's my sticky side is facing you. And I'm just going to lay that down on top of the other sticky side so it makes like a sandwich. It's going to stick together. And as you do that, you want to carefully smooth out the squares so they don't bunch up. And if they get a little wrinkly, that's okay. All right, so you're just going to smooth that. And again, it doesn't have to match exactly on the edges. Mine overlapped a little bit, but you just want to make sure that the whole candle or the whole angel is covered. All right, so now the last step is you're going to take your scissors again, and you want to trim away the extra plastic. So you're going to you're going to cut on the outside of your candle or your angel, so that we are going to trim away all that extra plastic. But the plastic that's left is going to hold all those pretty squares in place. And when you are done, you will have a beautiful stained glass looking angel or candle. All right, and because the plastic is clear, you don't have to be quite so exact on your cutting. And if you have a few squares that went outside of the lines on your black edge, that's perfectly fine because you're going to be trimming those away. All right, and here's the tricky part, is cutting up by the flame. And again, if you need to, you can get a parent or an older brother or sister to help you cut this if this is tricky for you. All right, almost done with this part. Just got a little bit caught in the corner here. There we go. One more snip should do it. And ta-da! There's my candle. Now you can put this candle, you can hang this up anywhere you want. It works really well if you hang it against a window so that when the sun comes in, you'll see it makes a nice stained glass look. And right now you can't quite see this in the regular light, but if you take it and hold it up to a lamp or a light, you'll see the colors become really cool. They look like a stained glass window. So I hope you enjoyed making this craft with me. I can't wait to see your angels and your candles. If you want to take some pictures or a video of you making them and send it to us, we would love to see that. But that is all I have for you tonight. So I hope you are having fun with your family, and I hope you have a wonderful Advent season and a very Merry Christmas. Bye, friends.